The following is a fictional role play. All names, places, and events are fabricated. So, hi, Sabrina. Thanks for
Hello,
coming into the Student Center today to see me. I really appreciate it.
no problem.
I know that you met with the intake worker before we met and talked about informed consent, and you know kind of the limits of our confidentiality and things during session. Is that
Mhm.
right?
Yes, I remember.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me about informed consent right now?
Um, you can only tell someone if I'm being a danger to myself, right?
Sure. Yeah. And the other things, yourself or others. But um, what brings you in today? What were you
So,
hoping I could help you with today?
well, it's not really much of a big deal, but lately I've been kind of falling behind in some of my classes. I'm kind of
Okay.
overwhelmed with school, and I just feel like I haven't been doing my best or been able to do my best.
Okay. So how is that a problem for you? It sounds like you're feeling kind of behind and that you're not reaching your full potential right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem for me because I'm usually really on top of my schoolwork. And with lately, with just being so overwhelmed, I just know I'm not getting the best grades. And I just know I could be doing better, but it just seems like way too much for me right now.
Okay. So it sounds like that it's saying that you're usually really on top of things, which is awesome. What was going on when you felt like you were on top of things? It's not
Well,
easy to feel like that.
yeah,
It's a
it's
big
really not.
accomplishment.
And thank you for saying that. But yeah, when I did feel like I was on top of my schoolwork, I guess I just had like um a lot of less stress at work probably.
Okay. Okay.
And I mean, I probably had less working in my classes too, but and I don't, it just seems like lately the work has just been either it's being harder or I haven't been having enough time to do it almost.
Okay. So when things you're feeling on top of things, when things were working for you for school, you felt like your work was a little bit easier, kind of
Mhm.
easier to maintain that balance between work and school.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right. What have you tried lately to what have you tried lately to make things better with
Well,
feeling overwhelmed in your schoolwork and balancing work? Like has there been anything that's been working lately?
I've recently tried to like take some time out to go to the library,
Oh, good.
but being that sometimes my schedule doesn't really permit, it's kind of hard, but I have tried going to the library.
You've gone to the library even with working and attending classes. You found time to go to the library. That's
Mhm.
awesome. What was the result of that? Like, did you find things were easier or
Well, I did feel like I got something accomplished at the library. Sometimes being in spaces like that is kind of hard for me to concentrate.
okay?
So, I mean, but it was a kind of productive day. Yeah.
Okay. So you did get something done there, it sounds like, and you were able to work on your schoolwork. Okay.
Yeah.
Has anything else been working lately for you?
Um,
To not feel so overwhelmed and
well, I haven't done this yet, but one of my friends suggested that I to like kind of de-stress, I go take like a yoga class or something like that.
okay. So it's something that you're thinking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I haven't done anything yet, but I was uh I was just weighing my options kind of.
Okay. Okay. So how long has this been a problem for you,
Um,
being behind or feeling behind in your work?
well, when the semester first started, everything was okay. But for the past maybe month and a half, I've been feeling this way.
Okay. It's been going on about a month and a half. Okay. You're just feeling overwhelmed and um, well, Sabrina, if you think about, later on today, this evening, when you're at work or driving to work, and you're thinking back to the little bit of time we have to spend together today, what would you like to be different to say our talk was worthwhile?
What would I like to be different?
What would have to be different for you to feel like our talk today was worthwhile?
I probably would just feel like I had a lot of less like weight on my shoulders. Like I always in the back of my mind, I always feel like I have something to do.
Okay.
Maybe not just not constantly be worrying about the next deadline, and maybe just going into work with a clear head. It's kind of hard.
I see what you're saying. Kind of more of a lightness about you. More of a lightness, not a sense of foreboding, or stress that something's hanging over your head all the time. And you mentioned clear-headed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have there been any times recently that you have felt that way?
Well, recently, actually, yes. I just had a paper that I finished, and like once I was done, how you get like the overwhelming feeling like, oh, okay, this weight is off my shoulders, one less thing to worry about. So that was a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when I'm able to complete a test in a decent amount of time, I get that feeling.
Sure. So you said something important. You said that you finished a paper recently. So amidst all this stress, that you're perceiving, this mounting stress and feeling behind, it sounds like somehow, you were able to get a project done and then feel relieved about it, which sounds like how you would like to feel more often. So that's big. How were you able to do that? How were you able to get it done?
Honestly, I'm usually a procrastinator, but this time I kind of just sat down, and sometimes it takes me like a while to actually start a paper and get my thoughts flowing. So I like wrote down like all my ideas at first, and kind of figured out what I wanted to talk about all throughout the paper, and then I was able to just write it from there.
Wow, so it sounds like you did some pre-planning and didn't procrastinate, really made it a priority, and just that pre-planning made things a little better, maybe? Did that take some stress away from the situation for you?
Well, I was kind of stressed writing it, but once I was finally like finished, it was like, okay, I feel better.
Great. Well, congratulations. That's not easy to do when you're not feeling, sometimes, when you're feeling really overwhelmed. It's hard to get anything done. So that's great. That's wonderful. All right. What are some things that we could do, that you could do, Samantha, sorry, to feel that way more often, about your schoolwork and the balance in your life?
I could probably, one small thing I could probably do is like invest in a planner.
Okay. So invest in a planner, start planning.
Probably better plan my days, or just keep all my deadlines in front of me.
So it sounds like maybe getting more organized about what you actually have to do and when might help help relieve some of the overwhelming feelings.
Yeah, because I always buy a planner, but I mean, as the days go on, it kind of gets harder and harder for me to keep up with it and keep using it.
Sure, but it's important to you to plan. You bought the planner. It sounds like you're seeing that it's it's important to you and that you see that that might be helpful to solving your problem. So how likely are you on a scale of 0 being I'm not going to use that planner at all to 10 I'm going to really start, planning my days better, and that's in your words, so I can be less stressed and feel that lightness and accomplishment more often? On a scale of 0 to 10,
I
how
would
likely?
say, well, based off this conversation and seeing now me realizing that it was kind of helpful when I did have a planner, I would probably say a 8.
Okay, wow, wonderful.
I would
That
say
is great. Great. Why not a 7 or a 6?
well,
It gives
I
your
almost said
likelihood.
7, to be honest.
You almost said 7, yeah. Yeah.
I almost said a 7 just because I know, like, in my past self, when I've tried to use planners, like, I always end up trailing off and I always end up stopping. But
Okay.
now I think I'm just going to try to make a better effort to use it more.
Okay. Because you've seen in the past, it sounds like it's worked. Okay. All righty. And right. Well, what would it take to get to a 9 or a 10 even?
What would it take to
With
get
with being more intentional about planning your days and your time so that you
maybe,
can feel that lightness.
maybe if I to get to a 9 or 10, I think I would have to become just very consistent with it and just
Consistent.
make my planner a priority to, like, always maybe bring it around, take it with me wherever I go, especially like to classes and things. So I could
Okay.
write down deadlines then and there. So I would probably just have to see like a big improvement in like my stress level to probably bring it to a 9 or a 10.
So you want to start seeing some results. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Kendra, I'm sorry, but we have such a short session today. Would it be okay for you to spend maybe the next week, um, just maybe even just not pretending, but just practicing having that lightness and relief, that comes from planning ahead, by using your planner, just for the next week. And then we could meet back here at the Student Center for another quick session next week, and we can kind of talk about how it's been going. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I can try to do that for the next week.
Okay. Well, I'm so proud of you. You have a lot going on, and yet you're able to keep going, and you haven't given up, and have so much determination.
Thank you. I
So,
appreciate
and congratulations on getting that paper done this week too. So, all right, Kendra. Well, I'm not Kendra. I will. I will. I will see you soon.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.